Welcome back to Half Full, Half Empty. We are your hosts, Danielle and Gunnar, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. It's helpful if you have the visuals in front of you. If not, it'll still hopefully be fun for you. And then later in the show, we're going to be giving you advice that you maybe should think twice about taking. Let's get into it.
Let's get it.
All right, you ready?
Want to rip?
We're so sorry we missed you last week. We had to take a little week off for multiple reasons. The main reason being that we recorded almost half of the 5th episode, and then I decided I hated it, and I knew that I was going to be pissed off editing it. It wasn't flowing the way I wanted. I was in a bad mood. It just all in all was not a good time. So we decided to completely scrap it. We were going to try again later that day, and my mood just
we're like, let's
there.
just wait till you're feeling better and we can do this, and it just never got better.
Yeah, it took days for me to feel better. And then we had to go do a little fun hotel stay.
Partnership.
We had a partnership with a hotel in Pittsburgh. And then so we were like, you know what? Let's just take the week off. Let's not force things. It's fine. It's not like we're riding on our careers here.
Yeah.
You know, this is just for funsies. So anyways, we're here this week, back and ready. My mood is better than ever. And we're also changing the topic. So the topic this week, well, hold on, we'll get into that. But let's give you a little life update other than why we missed last week. I wanted to update on how our traditional gender roles are going.
Yeah. So we talked about this in the one that we deleted, but the traditional gender roles have come to a screaming halt.
And why have they come to a screaming halt?
Just because things have changed. We're just like...
Yeah, but what happened? You burn out is what I'm getting at.
I kind of burn out of like the real estate stuff, or just doing that in general. I needed like a change, so yeah, I stopped doing that, and now we're like in between.
Do you want to talk about your burnout anymore, or you want to leave it at that?
Yeah, I guess I could.
We're talking unhinged here, Pete. This is a fun episode. It's not too serious.
It's always fun.
I just feel like we treat this as like an interview sometimes, and it's like really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess every like twice a year, like I go through this like phase where I need to hold the mic. I can't do this. I want the books. I go through like this phase where I am fucking just like don't know what to do with my life. Like, I guess it is kind of just like a seasonal depression thing where like I kind of just need to like step back and reevaluate things. It normally is like paired with like feelings of like depression and stuff like that. But yeah. So I obviously was not being like the breadwinner in the traditional relationship when I'm just like not doing my job.
Yeah, so I guess we took a little pause on traditional gender roles. But for the week that we were doing it, I think that it worked out pretty well.
It was fun. I'd love to get back to it because Danielle's mood just like immediately crashed once we left the traditional gender role stuff. Like, if I don't even know.
It's just that we had established a little routine. We did it for a week, and then the routine came crumbling down, and I was like, what? What? I don't know. You know?
Yeah, so, I just feel like it's really good for Danielle, and so if we could get back into it, I'd really like that.
Yeah, it turns out I'm actually the breadwinner. I've been making us more money than he has. And I don't know.
Well, she just starts making money when she lets go of like the
fear of
like not making money.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, that's our update on traditional gender roles. We're still figuring it out, I guess. Anything else you want to update on in your life?
Really.
Oh, so also, okay, I've been posting little short form promos of the podcast on our Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And I made a separate Instagram for the podcast, which is where you guys send in your sticky situations and whatnot. And that was great, but I don't know why I didn't make a separate TikTok account for our podcast. So I was posting all of these short form promo videos every single day on our regular TikTok account, and the views have been so bad. Like, it really crashed our TikTok account. And so I just made a brand new TikTok account for the podcast, and I've been slowly adding all of the old clips, the old short form promo clips to it. So go give us a follow on TikTok at Half Full Half Empty Podcast, because right now I think we have 4 followers because I haven't talked about it at all. I've just like slowly been adding the videos so that it doesn't look spammy to the algorithm or whatever. So yeah, go follow us on Half Full Half Empty Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. Also, don't forget to rate us 5 stars, leave us a comment, tell us your sticky situations, DM us. Send us your social security address or number. Anything else?
That's all.
I feel like you're hella quiet today.
I don't know. I don't got nothing.
He hates the podcast. All right, do you want to get into our topic today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So today's podcast topic is something really fun and stupid, because last week I was feeling like I wanted to do something unhinged a little bit. So, okay, backstory. I have been keeping a list of potential names for potential pets in the future. And this list has just been growing, and I think I have about 25 potential names for potential pets. And so I want to rank them basically to find out which name is the best, or just how I feel about them. I don't know. And here's the rating chart that we will be using. It starts, the highest rank being 10 out of 10, will be using immediately. And then the second choice is great choice, but not the best. The third tier is, it made me chuckle. The fourth tier is, you sure about that? And the last tier is, it just doesn't hit. So we're going to be ranking all these names that I've been keeping in order. So starting off strong. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We're just starting off with Sage. Sage, honestly, I don't know why we even wrote that down. This has been a collective list, really. It's not just been me.
Yeah, this has been a collective list of, like, good names, right?
Yeah. We haven't been writing down just any names. It's names that we hear and we're like, you know what? Let's write that down. Let's keep that on the list.
Yeah, these are all, like, good names. So we're just ranking good names.
We're ranking good names into how good they are, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so Sage, honestly, I think I'm going to leave it down and just doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't have the it factor to it.
Because once you hear some of the other names, you're going to be like, I get it. So also, no hard feelings if you by chance have any of these names for your pets. It's just simply for funsies here. But yeah, Sage, it's cute. Just doesn't hit, you know? This next one goes in the category of names that we thought would be really cute if they weren't already a word.
Yeah, we had like a whole day where we were just talking about like names that like hit.
Yeah.
But their word means something like awful, like
slavery.
Yeah, slavery.
Yeah, that like when that like take out the meaning of the word slavery sounds like such a cute name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't write that one down.
What was another one?
Well, we're going to get to some of them. So this one up here is Envy. Envy would be a really, I mean, it still could be a cute pet name without the meaning. I don't know. It's okay. Where do you think we should put this? Like, you sure about that?
Yeah, honestly, I like it better than Sage.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
It's better than Sage.
Me too. But yeah, there's like a couple, I think, more down here that are like cute names, but if only they didn't have the meaning.
Yeah.
And then this next one that we have is in the category of names that I have heard from something else, like TV shows or movies or whatever. So this one's Leela from Futurama. A lot of these are a lot of the ones that I have heard somewhere else are based off of cartoons.
I don't know if I ever watched Futurama.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not an adult cartoon person.
Adult cartoons are, I don't know.
You like Solar Opposites, though.
Yeah, I like Rick and Morty. I like Solar Opposites. I like South Park. But like,
you don't like American Dad or
like it's either
Family
I love
Guy.
it or I'm cringing.
That's fair. Honestly, Futurama kind of is like a little on the cringe side for me too.
Maybe I need to like force myself to watch some anime.
I don't watch anime. That's some adult cartoons. I can't. I don't know. I'm so sorry. But anyways, Leela from Futurama. Leela, I'm going to put on You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because it's a cute
I'd put
name.
it with Sage.
You would?
I don't think it hits.
Okay. All right. Leela doesn't hit. I don't know.
But, I mean, just doesn't hit out of, like,
Yeah.
the names that hit.
Yeah. All these names hit. They just, some of them don't hit as good as some of the other ones. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to go out of order because I did rank these at one point on my own. So, okay, let's go with this one. Okay, so this next one is Shovel. And I think Shovel is going to go in Made Me Chuckle.
Yeah, Shuffle. Yeah. Yes.
Shovel also was one of those ones where it's like, that would be a cute name without the meaning.
Right.
Shovel. Hey, little Shovel. Come here, Shovel.
I think the meaning almost makes it.
Yeah,
like, that
actually,
it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think we should put that in Made Me Chuckle just because it's like, I don't know, it's silly.
Yeah.
And then, like, imagine, like, being at a dog park and you call your dog, like, hey, Shovel, get over here. I don't know, it's funny. Let's do this one. I don't know if you remembered. Okay, so Morgan McMichael is the next one. Do you remember how we came up with this one?
No. I don't even remember that name.
We came up with this one because we were driving somewhere and saw a street named McMichael, but it was spelled with an A in Michael, and like your last name is spelled without an A. And so I was like, we were talking about that, and then we were talking about like porn star names or stripper names or something like that. And I was like, Morgan McMichael would be like such a good stripper name or like porn star name or something. I don't know. And then we just ran with it. I know you're not going to remember this conversation.
I don't remember this.
We were driving to pick up something from the Mac discount store in Robinson. Anyways, Morgan McMichael. We're going to put, you sure about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
you know. Think it hits.
Okay, maybe just a minute. Because I also hate whenever you have like a good name like that, like Morgan McMichael, and you know you're gonna shorten it to like Morgie or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
that's my first dog's name.
I know,
Morgie.
And I don't like it, so I just can't. It just doesn't hit. Good
Morg.
thought. It was a good. We had to write it down, but it just doesn't hit.
Shorten it to morgue, like where people die.
Morgue. I don't know. I don't like it. Next one. Pupa. Can you? Oh, we didn't put Pupa painting back up. I just did a painting of Pupa. Pupa is another character. It is from Solar Opposites, an adult cartoon that we both actually enjoy. Are you going to show it?
I'm getting the painting.
So I did one of these thrift store paintings where you buy a painting from the thrift store that like hasn't been loved for a while, and you add something of your own to it to give it a second life. And so I bought this for like $5 at a thrift store, and I added Pupa to it because I wanted to add something that was like super not relevant to the painting at all.
It's so cute though.
It's so cute. And then I actually found out that this wasn't a painting at all. It was a print. And so I felt less bad about painting over top of it. Anyways, Pupa, I think, is a great choice.
10 out of 10.
You think 10 out of 10 we'll be using immediately? Pupa! We say pupa all the time. Mm-hmm. Like just, oh, you little pupa.
Pup.
Yeah, Pupa is a 10 out of 10 name. Okay. Do you want to pick the next one?
Yeah, I'll do the next one.
Lentil.
The next one's lentil.
Lentil.
We love eating lentils, but we also like mix the name lentil with gentle.
Yeah.
Because we say gentle a lot.
We always are saying gentle. Like to the point where we have considered getting matching tattoos that say gentle.
But if you match that with lentil, it just has like a funny meaning to us.
Yeah.
So honestly, it would make me chuckle.
Yeah.
Not like the.
Yeah.
I don't. Not anyone else probably, but lentil.
Yeah, that's more of like maybe an inside joke with us.
Lentil.
Lentil. Like gentle lentil.
We don't like the serious names.
If you can tell.
Yeah, everything is like, I don't know, poor animal, honestly.
I know.
We're getting like the butt of our
because
jokes.
like I know that there's people that hate names like this that are just like stupid, but for me personally, I hate people names on pets. So like pets that are named like Steve or like Joe or something. I hate that so much, but I know that there's people out there that really like that. So whatever. These are the kind of names that get me going. Do you want to do the next one? Or no?
Yeah, I'll do the next one. Let's do microwave.
Microwave.
We're on this binge of like names where it was just like
The most stupid.
yeah, like shovel.
Yeah,
we
shovel
thought of
and
these
microwave.
the same day, obviously. But I'm putting them made me laugh. I don't know if I'd name anything microwave, but
Right. Yeah, because like, what would you actually like think about day to day be calling this thing? Like, if its name was microwave.
I would name a gerbil
Wavy.
microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these actually are specifically for small rodents. So microwave and shovel, I think, were two that we were specifically thinking about for small rodents. But yeah, that one definitely made me chuckle. The next one, Crumb.
Oh, Crumb.
Crumb!
We had the cutest little foster dog.
No, he
named
wasn't a
Crumb.
foster. He was
Or a wag.
a wag
A
or
rover or
a
some shit.
rover thing. We like house sat for these people, and one of their dogs' names was Crumb, and we were like, "Oh my god, that's the cutest name I've ever heard in my whole life."
But the dog was also cute, so it kind of just like
Yeah.
left like a good impression of the name.
That's
like,
true.
in our head.
That's true. Like if
It was
you
like a good name and a good dog.
Right.
And now every time I hear the name Crumb, I just associate it with that dog, and
Yeah.
I just think like really good of the name.
I'm putting on 10 out of 10, we'll be using immediately.
Yeah, Crumb's great.
Crumb is so good. Also, thinking about getting like a giant dog, like a huge people like head turning dog, and naming it Crumb.
Yeah.
Like a scary, mean looking big dog named Crumb.
My friend got like a little Chihuahua. His mom like went out for groceries and came back with the Chihuahua that day. It was so silly. She went out for like bread and came back with the Chihuahua.
That would be me if
and
we
she's
were
like,
allowed
"What
to have
should we
pets."
name it?" And then we're like, "Killer." So we named him Killer.
That's perfect. I love that. Okay. Next one is Kirby.
Oh, that's cute. It's just a cute name.
Yeah. Kirby is maybe great choice, but not the best.
Yeah. Like it's like serious and like a cute name.
Yeah. It sounds cute. It's like slavery. Like the word alone sounds cute coming out. Like Kirby.
Yeah, but
know.
the meaning's like weird.
Yeah, because
Things with the Y's are like cute at the end. Like
Yeah.
Envy, Kirby.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I noticed that about human names too.
Yeah.
That things that end with a Y are like cuter names. I don't know. But yeah, Kirby, nothing really special. Great choice, not the best. Hash brown?
Hash brown.
I think hash brown also just made me chuckle.
Yeah.
Like, because also, again, what would you call this thing day to day?
Hash.
Ashy,
Brown.
Mr. Browns.
I'm sure we could think of 20 million nicknames once we just started like saying it a bunch of times.
That's true, because I have a cat named Mila, and honestly, most people don't even remember that that's her real name, because
I know,
we
it takes
never
me a
call her
sec.
that. We always call her either Meeps. Meep is usually what we call her.
But it's like evolved. Like
It
our,
is evolved
our
to the-
nicknames like evolve, or for like animals, it's like starts off with Mila, and then it goes to Meep, and then it goes to Meeples, and then it goes to Meepleton.
Meep Meepleton.
Yeah. We just like play on the names all day to the point where everyone hates it, and then we burn out the name, and then we pick something else. It's
Yeah.
currently Meatball.
Meatball, yeah. Because I was calling her Meepball.
Meatball.
But when you say it, it sounds like you're saying meatball. And you were like, are you calling her meatball? And I was like, no, but now I am.
Meatball.
So now she's Meatball, and her name is Mila, actually,
Yeah, so we got from Mila to Meatball.
currently. Anyways.
Next is Root Ball.
RuPaul!
You sure about that?
Yeah, I would put that there. RuPaul, obviously from RuPaul's Drag Race. I had to write that down.
But it would be like, yeah, it's like something that I would name like an unserious pet. Like probably
Like a
not
fish
a dog. Yeah, like
or
a
something.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's different severities of pets.
I agree. There's like
pets that you like really connect with, and there's pets that are just like,
imagine
if they
naming
died
like
tomorrow, like I'd probably cry for a day.
yeah. Well, that's maybe you. Imagine naming a horse RuPaul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just doesn't hit.
Like some of these names are specifically thought of for specific animals, but RuPaul, I don't know. I think it'd be cute. Also, shortening it to just Ru, like little
Yeah.
Ru.
Rue's good.
Ru.
Makes me think of Hunger Games, but
Oh, it does.
she died.
Yeah, she did die. They all died. Enemy. Enemy is another one of those ones that you take out the meaning and it's just a really cute name.
Right. And it has the Y at the end.
And has the Y at the end. And also it's just kind of funny because you're like calling your pet your enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put this. Maybe it just doesn't hit? Or are you sure? Maybe we'll put it on you sure about that. Yeah. Enemy. It kind of reminds me of enema. And isn't that what you get up your butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you sure about
I think
that?
enema would be a great, like, take the meaning out. Like, it's so hard to separate it, but I think enema would be, like, a cute name.
Right.
It's like Emma, but just a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
Enema. Oh, enema.
Enema.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. I wrote this one down. Okay, so I wrote down a couple of these from people on TikTok. I was doing these lives where I was writing calligraphy pet names. So people would like comment their pet name and I would write it in calligraphy to practice my calligraphy. And some of these came from that, and nacho cheese is one of them. So somebody actually has named a pet nacho cheese, and I was like, I'm writing that down on my list of potential pet names. Nacho cheese. I don't know if I love it. I don't know.
It's a chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gag. Definitely a gag.
Yeah, I think that's what made me chuckle, for sure. And then these next two I also wrote down from people on TikTok.
Goblin and Ghoul.
Goblin and Ghoul. They go together. So this would have to be like a sibling.
I like a great choice.
I think Goblin and Ghoul would be really like cute.
And you also really like Halloween, so
I love Halloween.
It kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. So you would have to get like, oh my god. Okay, so I volunteer at the Humane Society, and right now there's these two cats that one of them is blind and one of them has one eye. So total, they have 1 out of 4 eyes, and I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute, and if I could, I would adopt them today. But imagine renaming them Goblin and Ghoul.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
We might end up with these cats.
There's so many people that are like, if I could, I would take them.
Yeah.
But they're also kittens, which is shocking that they haven't been adopted
They're
yet.
young?
They're 8 months old.
Oh, wow.
I know. But they're so cute. So yeah, Goblin and Ghoul will put on great choice, but not the best. WikiLinks and Lemmywinks.
Might as well do Hammy Links and PB Winks.
Yeah, that's coming up next too. But WikiLinks and Lemmywinks is from South Park. It's the names of the class hamsters or gerbils or whatever. But I don't know. I think that these would also be really cute sibling names. So, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm not really into them.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Wiki and Lemmy?
Yeah.
You don't think
Just
that'd be
doesn't
really
hit.
cute? Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
You think they don't hit?
No, not really at all.
Oh.
I mean, you can put them wherever you want, but...
I'm gonna put them on You Sure About That?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And then, stemming off of WikiLinks and Lemmywinks, we have Hammylinks and Peeblewinks.
To match our nicknames for each other.
Yeah, so long story short, Gunnar calls me Ham, and I call him Peeb. And that is like our pet names for each other. Like how most couples would call each other like babe or honey or sweetie. We call each other Ham and Peeb.
It basically is the same effect as calling someone babe.
Yeah.
But babe, I think, is super corny.
Oh, me too. I've never once seriously said that in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think it's very...
If I said babe to Danielle, we'd probably spend the next 5 minutes laughing at.
Yeah, so anyways... Stemming off of WikiLinks and Lemmywinks, we have Hammylinks and Peeblewinks. I think I'm gonna put those on You Sure About That as well.
Yeah.
Just because to us they're really funny, but they're also really long. A lot of syllables. Yeah, it's just not. Anyway, so we have Mr. Nips. This one also came from someone on TikTok. Mr. Nips is really funny to me. I think I'll put this in Made Me Chuckle.
Yeah.
Because I also am like not the biggest fan of the Mr. and Mrs. names and pets, but specifically Mr. Nips kind of got me.
Yeah, just like nips.
Yeah.
The word nips is good.
Yeah. But I hate whenever they're like I can't even think of any, but I've definitely heard
Mr.
of
Fluffball.
Yeah, like Mr. Fluffball or Mrs. Princess.
Yeah.
Or something like. I hate that. But this one was funny, so we'll put that under Made Me Chuckle.
We can make your most cringe cat name ever would be like Mr. Steve.
Ew. Although that kind of reminds me of Mr. Slave from South Park.
I don't know what that is.
Mr. Slave? It's Mr. Garrison's boyfriend, kind of. Anyways, all right. You people that watch South Park understand. Okay, next one is Loomy, short for Loomis. And we wrote this one down. It's the Loomis bank trucks. They're like those super heavy duty deliver your money bank trucks. Loomis is the brand. Name. I know. Do you remember we were at a Taco Bell and we were walking out of the Taco Bell and saw a Loomis truck, and I was like, that would be really cute as a name, and you were like, oh yeah, and then we could call him Loomy, and I was like, that's adorable.
Yeah, like that's got to be up there.
That's got to be up there, but also the only thing that I think would knock it down a notch is, this is so specific too, is that Tana Moja had a dog named Lumen. And so who knows what happened to that dog, that poor fucking dog, but it just reminds me of her a little bit. But Loomy is such a cute name, so I'm gonna put it, I think, up in great choice, but not the best.
We're pretty critical.
We are pretty critical.
All right, we have our top 3 names.
This is the top. I did kind of a little bit intentionally leave the 3 top names for the last. So in third top place, we have Puddle. Actually, wait, because Crumb is definitely up there. So these aren't really our top 3.
But these are all 3 of our faves.
Top 5, because these are probably all going to be up in the top 10. Anyways, okay, so Puddle. Puddle, 10 out of 10. We'll be using immediately, I think. It's just cute.
Yeah.
Just imagine a little dog running around. Just, hey, Puddle.
Yeah, Puddle's just a cute name.
Puddle,
sure.
Pudsies. I don't know. Maybe it's a great choice, but not the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to move it down a notch. I feel like this one needs no introduction. Thickums. Thickums, and the nickname being Thicky.
Thicky. Thickums.
So, of course, you would want to get a really chonk sort of animal to name Thickums.
Yeah.
But this is so cute. I don't even know how we came up with this. I think I said something was a Thickums, and you were like, Thickums? And I was like, Thickums. But Thickums, I think, is 10 out of 10 we'll be using immediately. Right?
Definitely. Yeah, that one's too good.
And then last but not least.
My personal favorite.
Also my personal favorite, I think. Creature. Creature actually came from, there's this girl on YouTube who is a special effects makeup artist, and her name is Glam and Gore, and she has 2 dogs, and one of them's name is Creature.
Creature.
And I honestly didn't like it at first. Whenever I heard that she was naming her dog Creature, I was like, I don't know if I like that, but I don't know. It just really grew on me.
Yeah, it's too good.
Creature. Just imagine a little 4-legged creature walking around, and you call him Creature. Little creature. So there we have it. This is our tier ranking for, honestly, they're all really good names. The good names that I've been keeping in my notes app for months.
Feel free to message us and totally shit on our awful choices of names if you feel that way.
But if you can't talk any shit if your cat or dog is named like Jerry or something like that. You can't. I'm sorry. These ones are just whatever. I personally wanted to do another one of these ranking pet names that we actually know in real life, so like our friends and family's pets names.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's
comment if we should shit on our friends' pets names or whatever, or not, or rank our friends' pets names.
Yeah, put them in this tier order list, because I have strong opinions on pet names, even though it literally, like, disclaimer, this does not matter at all. Like, literally, who cares what you name your pet, as long as it's not like the N-word or something like that. Like, who cares? But this is just for funsies and what I personally prefer in my pet names. So if you think that would be a good idea, maybe we'll do another episode ranking actual people in our lives' pet names. Because I wouldn't hold back. For sure. I would be like, your name sucks, or your name's the best. So I guess it's time to move into advice. Hopefully this was entertaining for you. This was something different, because it's pretty visual, like watching us physically put these names in the tier rankings is a pretty visual thing.
But if you're listening on Spotify, we upload video there too, so you can just look at the screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Apple Podcasts has visuals. I don't think it does.
Yeah, if you're using Apple Podcasts.
I use Apple Podcasts sometimes.
Shit's weird.
I usually use YouTube for my podcasts. What do you guys use for your podcasts? Because I think YouTube is the best one because it's so visual. But anyway, let's do some advice.
Next.
Let's get into the advice.
Welcome to the advice section of the podcast. This is where we give people advice that you should probably think twice about taking. First question. I'm planning on buying my own dog because I'm 18 now but still living at home. But will the two family dogs, both 6 years old, get jealous since I would take my dog out more often?
My straight up advice for this one is just wait. I did this, not with a dog, but I did this with cats many times. And not that I regret it so much.
Just, are you talking about bringing new cats home?
Yes. And like not realizing how long of a commitment it is.
Yeah.
Because there's so many.
It's so you're so right. It's so common because it is a quick decision that you have to do for forever. That's high maintenance decision. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That you are solely committed to. That like being their life depends on you. Mm-hmm. Like they will never like run free and make their life better. No, that you need to put their food bowl down like every day type shit.
And it's so shitty because if I was 18 and I heard me telling myself at 18 this, I'd be like, fuck you, shut the hell up, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't, if someone's gonna do whatever they want to do, of course, especially at that age. Like you could not tell me shit when I was 18. I was gonna do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think about how to answer this in a way where maybe it'll not feel like an elder coming at you.
Right. So like what's the root of this, you know? Like you obviously still have two dogs at home that you are like, why do you need one for yourself? I would ask yourself that question. Like, is it like, do you feel like you need to like own something or like prove someone some type of responsibility? Are you trying to fill like some type of hole? Because you have two dogs at home, which I'm sure you like love.
Maybe okay, so I'm trying to answer this as if it's me at this time. So like I had two cats that were the family cats, and then I brought home a third cat that was like my cat.
Yeah. Why did you need a cat for yourself?
Okay, well maybe this isn't a good example because I bought that cat because of a breakup.
Well, I mean, I think like that's valid. You know, like they might be going through something else.
Right.
Like
they just want to do something to get their mind off something else, something drastic to get their mind off something else.
Yeah, it's really common for people who are like who lost someone via death or like relationship to try to like replace that with like something else, you know. Yeah. So I would just like identify that. I mean, not that it's a bad thing. You can definitely like replace that person or thing, that hole, with an animal. But think about
you also,
the animal.
especially if you're getting like a puppy that's literally going to be the next.
You got to think about your future self too.
Right.
And you got to think about the uncertainty that the future brings. Like, like looking back, like 4 years from now, like I would never expect to have done like all the traveling we did and stuff like that. Like I could have easily gotten an animal.
Right.
And that would have complicated a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you
like
also
I could have gotten a dog, and that would have complicated the hell out of shit.
Exactly, and that's what happened to me. I got two cats, and thinking that I was gonna take them on the road with me, and then other things happened, which made me not want to take them on the road with me. And so I'm like, what am I gonna do? I literally still get like upset about it because I'm like, did I do the right thing by adopting these cats in the first place? Like, yes, I got them out of the shelter and into a loving home, but also like, was this irresponsible of me because I knew that I was going to go travel and didn't know if that was going to work out taking them with me? So I would definitely think about what happens if something happens in your life where your living situation's maybe you move into an apartment that doesn't allow dogs, or maybe something maybe would happen that you can't have this dog. What are you going to do with the dog? I would think about that too, for sure.
Yeah, think about it like it's a kid that you're bringing like into the world, you know, like do you have that much time to like commit to something else? Because it's going to be like similar, you know, Like they might not be harder to deal with, but you will be taking that time out of your day to like care for something else.
Right. Well, I think we helped them
for an extended period of time.
Do you think we helped them?
Yeah, I hope you're helped. Just consider what your future self would think.
Yes.
Or consider all the possibilities. It's so hard to like empathize.
It's so hard to say that to an
with your future
18-year-old though. Like an 18-year-old's gonna be like, I don't care, I'm living in the now. This is my life. I'm gonna do what I want.
Well, maybe they need to learn a lesson.
Maybe. I don't know. Poor dog then.
But
well,
yeah,
I don't know.
But
whatever.
I just like everyone, the more stuff you add to your life, whether it's a car, dog, house, relationship, like just comes with more responsibilities and like more consideration toward those responsibilities. So if you want to live super carefree, like maybe just pet your family dogs.
Yeah. Or here's another option. Maybe go volunteer at an animal shelter to get your fix. And then you're also doing something for not only just one dog, but like many, many animals you're helping out.
Yep. And while you're doing that, consider yourself why you need one personally.
Yeah. Or, oh my God, even better, maybe foster a dog first. Foster a dog and see what it's like to have your own dog.
Yeah. Because probably like if you're hanging out with animals constantly and you feel the need to like own one that isn't like to save that animal, like it's probably like a selfish reason that you're getting that animal.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, isn't any reason to get an animal kind of selfish? Like, hey,
no,
I want a companion.
If you find that dog like dying on the street and you like scoop it up,
then it kind of finds you. But also, I don't think we answered the second half of this. Is like, but I don't know if it's relevant at this point. Is like, will the two other family dogs get jealous since I would take my dog out more often? Why do you think that you would?
Oh, yeah, we never did answer that.
Why do you think that you would be giving your dog special treatment over the two that already exist in your home?
Yeah, why aren't you just taking all three dogs out
at
the same time?
I'm a little confused at that. But okay, I think we can wrap it up here. Hopefully we helped. Best of luck. Consider fostering or volunteering at a shelter. That's the best we got. Next question. What does it mean if someone lies to you in this way? So my friend told me their hotel room was on the 3rd floor, and I said it wasn't, and he argued. So I go to the 3rd floor, and it's not there, so I ask him where it is, and he said, oh, you actually believed me?
What?
That's so weird.
Yeah, weird.
That's like I don't even know.
What the hell?
Like, why?
What else? Like, if people are lying about stuff that simple, like, I don't think I could just trust them in, like, daily convo.
Exactly. Like, is this person your friend? It might be a situation where this person got the facts wrong. Like, they truly believed they were on the 3rd floor, and then when they realized they were wrong, they had to, like, cover it up. Yeah. To like feel like they weren't wrong.
Any way you spin this, does not work for that person.
I know.
Like they just seem like a shitbag.
You either look like a freaking weirdo, like why would you lie about that, or you look like
you can't be wrong and can't take ownership for mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's just a lot of red flags there.
There's a lot of red flags there, and I think what it means is that this person is insecure and doesn't want to be wrong in life. So I think that's as much as an answer as we need to give, right?
Yeah, what does it mean if someone lies to you in this way?
Yeah.
It means you probably should consider your friendship with them if that happens all the time. This shit's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
This next one is really short. It says, how to deal with random cringe memories. I get these all the time.
Me too.
Yeah, they come back and haunt me.
I actually get these. I was just talking to my therapist and my mom about this. So I go through these phases sometimes every couple months or so where my brain, when I'm lying and ready to go to bed at night, lying down, my head hits the pillow, all of a sudden my brain decides to remind me of every horrific incident that I've ever seen with my 2 eyes. And it just like replays them like in order. And I didn't know. And then like you're already asleep. So I'm just like sitting there like freaking out. Like, why are these... Like, I can't stop thinking about them. And so I, like, brought this up to my therapist, and she said it sounds almost like an obsessive thing, like an OCD thing. Like, your brain is like, oh, here you go. Here's all the worst things you've ever seen in your life on repeat. And then there's ways to, like, combat this that I've learned, which is, like, changing the memory in your head, or, like, if you really need a distraction, you can start making a list of all the boring things that you have to do tomorrow. Like, okay, when I wake up, I have to get up and brush my teeth. And then after I brush my teeth, I have to make sure that the coffee's brewing, and then after the coffee's brewing, like just making a boring list of all the things that you have to do when that starts happening in your head, and to just like get it out or whatever. And if it's really bad, you can like turn on the TV or like just distract yourself in other ways. But anyways, I feel like this is the same thing where something cringe will pop into your head and you're just like, why? Like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it. So I think maybe a way to combat that is...
Sounds like you just gotta retrain your brain type
Yeah,
deal.
retraining your brain.
It's just like you have to like almost...
Alter the memory.
Yeah, or just accept it. Be like, yeah, this is what happened. Like you have to like fully accept that that's what happened and you are okay with it.
Yeah.
Or like something of that sort. Like you almost have to invite it like to be there all the time. And once you like take that power away from that memory, that's when you can kind of put it on the back burner.
That's interesting, yeah.
If that makes sense. Because the memory does just have power over you.
Yeah.
You know, and it exercises that power when it wants to.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can accept it and like pretty much tell it you don't care about it by like I guess normalizing it in your head instead of fighting it, that's when you take the power away from it and you can kind of move forward after that.
Yeah, I think that's the harder route to do, and I don't know if it's maybe possible for all memories, but
yeah, harder just because it's not like it's not you know,
yeah,
but like
it's not instant gratification.
Yeah, it's not like distracting it with other dopamine,
yeah,
like and stuff like that. It's, or like drinking and stuff like
mm-hmm.
It's actually dealing with the root, which is obviously a lot easier said than done, but
yeah,
the hard route might honestly just be the quickest to solving your problems.
Maybe. But I also think that altering the memory every time it pops up is really interesting as well, because that's what my therapist told me, and I think it's really... Because, like, I also heard that every time you remember something, you remember it a little bit differently. So the more you remember something, the more it changes.
Yeah.
And your memory is really good at thinking that it's true, too. So that's interesting. But if you intentionally alter the memory, so let's say the cringe memory was you saying, or you falling down the stairs or something, and like everybody saw. Let's say that was the cringe memory, for example. So let's say that you start thinking about that cringe memory and you change it into you jumped all the way down the stairs and people clapped for you. And it sounds so like, well, how could I imagine that if I actually know what happened? But that's what you have to do, is train your brain to start thinking as if that is what actually happened, that you jumped all the way down the stairs and everybody clapped for you instead of like made fun of you or whatever.
I've never tried that repeatedly.
I have only tried that with like the awful, horrible memories that jump into my head. And it's like, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to do. Well, like I said, this like obsessive replaying of the memories only happens like once every couple months. So next time...
Well, why don't you just replay the memories right now?
Well, I am now, and it's awful.
Yeah. Why don't you just do it nightly? Like put it in your journal.
Well, because I don't need to deal with it every day. It's only whenever...
But if you just
well, the
dealt
point
with it
is,
and got the reps in... Like,
no, the point is to like forget, right? I think. I don't know.
No, wait, the point's to alter.
Yeah, so that you don't actually have to remember these awful things.
No. So you just remember them differently, not that you don't remember them.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, like.
But if I'm not remembering them on a day-to-day basis, why do I need to remind myself?
Because you're just like looking for reps. Because like it's not like you can just try to alter it once and it's fixed, right? Like it happens over like 100 times. So what if you just did those 100 times like over 100 days?
But I don't know if that's how that works. I think it's just whenever it pops into your head, then you deal with it. I don't think it's like you bring it into your head to deal with it. You wait for it and then you deal with it.
But do you see what I'm saying? Wouldn't that make sense?
I do see what you're saying, but I'm not sure if that's how that works. I'm not sure if that was like the goal. I would have to talk to my therapist about that again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to like speed up that process because I could see that.
Because you want the instant gratification.
No, I don't want the instant gratification. It's actually not instant gratification because you're like dealing with it head on. Instant gratification would be remembering it and then scrolling on TikTok to get it gone.
And sometimes that's what you got to do.
It's actually the opposite of instant gratification because you're actually like making a note to remember awful things and then dealing with a really hard situation.
But I'm not making a note to remember them. And I'm sure this person isn't making a note to remember their cringe memories. It's just...
No, we're giving them the details about how to deal with them or how to alter them. These cringe-ass memories. But how to get to the end of the alteration period as quick as possible.
I don't know if there's an end. I think it's just a...
But if you altered it enough, wouldn't the sad memory just be like a happy one after thinking about it 1,000 times? And instead of tripping at the finish line, you crossed with your arms raised.
Yeah.
But it takes like 20 million small interactions in your mind to get there.
Yeah.
That seems tough.
I never really thought about the end goal of it. I just thought about what to do now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
There's the memories.
Do you think we helped there? Do you want to share any of your cringe memories?
I mean, we're not professional at all.
That's true.
All my cringe memories are just stuff that I said. Mm-hmm. It's literally just all things I said that I'm like, damn, that was really out of pocket, or or it's all shameful stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that I feel shame about.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to a really good podcast. Oh, I think I said that to you. It's once you take the power away from it, you need to own it 100% and take responsibility for it. And then once it doesn't have that type of power over you, it's like when the bully calls you a name and he's just looking for this massive fucking reaction out of you,
and you own it.
Yeah, you're feeding into what he's doing.
Yeah.
Every time you give him that big ass reaction
of no, don't call
that's
me
exactly
back.
what he wants. But the second you don't respond, it gets boring.
Yeah.
And he has no power over you because his only leg up has now been broken.
That's the whole premise of the movie Easy A, I think. Have you ever seen that movie with Emma Stone?
No.
We should watch it. It's a good movie. Anyways, do you think we helped this person?
Yeah, I mean, there's just some off the dome tactics. Obviously,
yeah.
we're not professionals at this at all, and we're obviously dealing with our own shit. But that's how I'd approach it.
Same. Okay. Good. Great. Love that. Last question. This one's a little bit longer, so stick with me. That means you. Candid truth. My 26 male girlfriend, 25 female, is going to Nashville for a bachelorette next week, and I am unhinged. I'll make this simple because there's nothing that complicated. I was already on edge about this trip because she can get a little carried away when she drinks, not in a cheating way, but it comes a little incoherent and not communicative. This anxiety was exacerbated this morning when I discovered she bought a really slutty outfit for one of the nights out. Frankly, I hate the idea of her being away for this crazy weekend party in a town like Nashville, and I hate it even more that she'll be dressing extremely provocatively. Why did she go out of her way to buy something like that? And to make matters worse, the relationship hasn't been great lately. A bunch of petty fights, lack of affection both ways. I'm exhausted. I love her, and I believe this is a natural ebb and flow of a long-term relationship, but the timing is terrible, and I really just want some advice on how to deal with this, please. This is a great submission.
This is great.
I think whoever wrote this in is a very, very mature person. I think that the way that you're even writing this is you realize you're in a long-term relationship and things aren't always the best of times, and it sucks that the timing is terrible, but it's nice that you're not being immature about it, I guess.
Yeah, and I also want to say I don't think this is written from a place of very super insecurity. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but it just sounds like he understands what's going on, and he's not stupid, and he's just putting pieces together, and he sees this as being something really risky for the relationship. Mm-hmm. Which is totally okay to feel. I feel like a lot of times men get bashed for when their girl goes out, they're oh, you're just when they have problems with their girl going out, oh, you're just insecure, yada yada yada. It's really easy to say that not knowing their situation at all, but if stuff's been rocky, mm-hmm. and you know how she is when she goes out and stuff like that, I'm sure a lot of those feelings aren't uncalled for,
Mm-hmm. I think that the only thing you can do really is to just, before she leaves, maybe just sit her down and be hey, I know that things have been a little rocky between us, and I want you to have fun, but I would just really appreciate some communication.
Yeah, I think it's just setting boundaries.
Well, it does say that she gets a little carried away when she drinks, not in a cheating way, but it becomes a little incoherent and non-communicative. So I would maybe say, hey, before you go out for the night, just let me know when you expect yourself to be home. Text me in the morning to tell me you're okay. Things like that.
I'm just like unsure of what his concern is. Like, I don't like, he's concerned about her being non-communicative, but I don't know if it's like he's scared that she will cheat on him, or he's scared that she's gonna get taken advantage of and like assaulted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure where like these feelings are 100% stemming from.
He
Because
just
if she's gonna cheat, like, honestly, let her. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna save you so much time if she's gonna put her relationship on the line for one weekend with her girls. Like, that is not someone worth fighting for. I don't care how much you've invested into this relationship. If she wants to blow it all because she wants to fuck someone on her bachelorette party, like, that is not someone that like you deserve to be with.
Right.
like 100%.
It's
like,
not.
she's gonna do you a favor.
It isn't her bachelorette. It's one of her friends' bachelorettes, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At least I think.
Like,
yeah.
she's gonna save you so much time. So honestly, if the issue is her cheating on you, then fucking let her do it. You know what I mean? She doesn't have the respect for that relationship in that regard. Like, save your breath, bud.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's all we need to say, really.
Yeah, I don't know about the dressing slutty thing. Different people have different opinions on that. She is like, obviously, I think this is like him worrying about her getting taken advantage of, because he's talking about her being incoherent and non-communicative while also dressed really slutty. Like, that is going to attract the wrong attention.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And let's be real, like, people at like the bars and stuff, they're not always like looking out for your best interest.
Right.
Like, people of the opposite sex, they're looking for a situation where they can win. They know their goal. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They're not looking to meet with a very specific girl that they had talked to. They're looking for any situation that they can take advantage of.
That's true. Yeah. I would also say maybe, well, the good news is she's going to be with a group of friends, right? So
Yeah.
that at least makes a layer of difficulty for someone to like take advantage of her, because hopefully her friends would just be like with her the whole time and
Hopefully her friends are cool too.
yeah, watching her back.
Yeah. Sometimes people have trash friends.
That's true.
So yeah, sometimes the friends being there is actually worse.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say those are the two things. Like, if she's gonna cheat on you, let her. But also, I would be a little preventative and just sitting her down before she leaves and be like, hey, I know that things aren't the best right now, but also I would really, 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 really appreciate, just so I know you're safe, if you could text me before you go out and like when you get home or in the morning, just to like let me know that you're safe.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. I don't like, it brings up the question, like, should he tell her that she shouldn't go?
No.
You don't think so?
It's a bachelorette weekend. How can you not go support your friend that's getting married?
Well, I mean, you can support her, but like, if your relationship's going through a lot and you get I don't know. If there's a lot of drama going on in your relationship, shouldn't you prioritize that?
Yeah, that's also, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Or like even consider that. Maybe don't drink that much.
That's what I was
like, put a limit on your like drinking or
Yeah.
something like that. Like, that might be like a healthy. They could probably have a mature conversation over that.
About, yeah, maybe you should volunteer to be the designated driver.
Yeah, right, because she's like, she gets sloppy, but chances are she's not even going to be the sloppiest one, because everyone's probably going crazy.
Yeah, because like whoever's the actual bachelorette is going to be going crazy. So yeah, I would maybe...
You don't need to like get incoherent to like have a good time.
Yeah.
And support your friends, you know?
I agree. Okay.
Oh no, just some things that maybe they could talk about.
Right. Hopefully this was helpful. Best of luck.
Best of luck. Drop that girl if she wants to cheat on you.
Okay. That's all for advice. We are now going to get into our creator spotlight. Beep, 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 beep. Whoa, that was weird that we did that at the same time. This is your creator spotlight. You want to take it away?
Yeah, so I got to pick the creator spotlight this week.
Well, hold on. Let's not act like I'm the only one that picks the creator spotlight.
I got to pick the creator spotlight this week.
It's usually a collab.
It's usually a collab, but Danielle was at a loss for creators to spotlight. So it was thrown in my direction.
So tell me about your creator spotlight.
It was my homework. My creator spotlight goes by the name of Recider. I honestly don't know how to pronounce his name at all.
We'll put it right here and also in the description.
He's a cinematographer. He's really good with his camera, and he tells like these really short stories in a very high quality manner on TikTok and Instagram. They're always like 10 seconds or something, but it says like VFX and all this other cool shit in it.
Why does this guy inspire you?
Yeah,
do you think?
She stood out to me this week just because, like I said, I'm kind of going through it with figuring out
identity crisis.
Yeah, where I'm at, my biannual identity crisis. So I don't know. He just inspired me to start creating more and having more fun, just being creative, getting back to the camera.
Because hold on, you're a really good videographer and make really cool videos and stuff. So I think
getting back to it might be fun.
Yeah.
So he definitely has been helping me with that. So I appreciate him from a distance. He'll never know me or even my name, but
you never know.
He's been there. He's been there for me.
This week, he's been there for me. So yeah, go follow him at Hold on.
We'll put it on the screen.
So go follow him at Recider official on Instagram, and we'll also put it up right here and in the description if you want to give him a follow and see what we're talking about, because these videos are actually really cool. We watched a whole bunch of them the other day in a row.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thanks so much for listening.
That's the end of the pod. Thanks for listening. New episodes come out every Wednesday to help you get through the week, and for also to us to help get through the week, yeah. Of course. Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. Send in your sticky situations to half full half empty podcast on Instagram. Send us, if you click the link in our bio, it sends an anonymous email to us, so we'll never know who you are, and
we'll see you next week.
We'll give you some advice. Okay, bye.
Podcast wrapped. Good job, Ham.